What's up, guys?
Tubes.
You guys knew exactly what was ahead of you. You took it. Just what's this win mean for you?
Yeah, so credits to UNLV. Film tells you so much, but they are a legit team. They got playmakers all over the field, and it was a tough task today. Um, I think both teams experience what they would classify as um, probably self-inflicted wounds, but at the end of the day, it comes down to we're down by one. Offense goes and answers the bell and scores a touchdown for us, and defense gets off the field, and how about that 8-minute drive to close it out? So that was a special moment for this team. That's gonna tell a lot over the course of the season. Was that last quarter of football?
Couple big plays there in the first quarter that put them inside the 5 or 10 yard line. What did you guys have to do to respond after that?
Um, just the mentality of our defense. Coach D talks about it. Coach Chins and now the players of you can put the ball down 4th and 1, 1st and goal. You can put it down in a parking lot. It doesn't matter, right? This team does not want to be a team that's affected by momentum. We create our own momentum, and we train to answer the bell in those adverse situations. So, yeah, stepping up on that first series and holding just a field goal was huge, and throughout the game.
It's kind of weird stepping inside this place today, Alexander. It's like the wave of emotions that happened 11 months ago just kind of hit.
Yeah.
Did that happen at all for you? And is it at all just wild to think how far you guys have come in 11 months?
Absolutely. I talked to the team a little bit, and this time last year, or roughly this time we came to the stadium, the purpose this team had and what we were playing for, how much bigger it was than each individual person. And I just want to remind them that we're still living that out. We live that out when we're training in the off season, every time we take the field. And I believe God does things for specific reasons at specific times. I think this is one of them. Was a moment to realize that we're playing for something bigger than ourselves, and this team's on an absolute mission.
Jeremiah heard you 11 months ago, too.
Credit to JD. I think he already had his decision made. He just let me take a little bit of the thunder for that one.
Alex, I know you kind of touched on it, but the 6 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, that big pick there at the end of the first half. I mean, just when you guys needed to make some plays, you did. I mean, just given them, their top 5 scoring offense, everything that they had done coming in. I mean, just what kind of statement, how big overall the defensive effort you guys had tonight?
I think today was just, Drew's interception was absolutely huge for the whole team. I think that third down, getting pressure on the quarterback, is just guys continuing to step up when we need them to. And there's plenty of stuff to clean up, and we're going to be better for it. But today was just a hard-fought win, and at the end of the day, a win's a win, right? But, yeah, it was incredibly encouraging to see guys step up in those critical situations.
What kind of mission are you guys on game after game here just to keep this thing going and you have all this potential to make history and all this? I mean, how determined are you guys to make this a historic season that's never happened here before?
Yeah, so I like to classify our missions by how we're going to get it done. And how we're going to get it done is every week we're going to win. We're going to win, we're going to learn, and then we're going to win again. And we're going to do that over the course of the season. And, you can look at this big picture items and where we want to be at the end of the year, but that's how this job gets done. So that's where our focus is, how we're going to be better next week and how we're going to win.
You've seen the secondary get a few sacks this season. Was that did you see that and say, I want to get one of those too, your first career one?
Yeah, I got tossed out the freaking game last time, and Shea comes in and gets 2 of them. I have none on the season, so yeah, I figured, probably should try to get mine when I can.
Just after getting kicked out last week, just how much did that motivate you for this game?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Unfortunately, there's nothing I'm going to do to change the rules of college football today, so got to do what I can to play within them. The most frustrating part of those situations is I feel like I let my teammates down when I can't be on the field and play for them. And, you can chalk it up to just playing hard, and I'm never going to stop playing hard. But, yeah, it's extremely frustrating. I learn from them. But this week, lesson learned, stay on the field, finish the game, and this was a special one.
I think earlier in the week, Spencer kind of classified this as a heavyweight fight. Is there any way that you can kind of sum up how physical that game was? And then consistently across the board, man, I know all you guys play hard. You played all played hard for years. but just consistently across the board, you see guys leaving the field, man, and it just feels like a lot of you are just finding a way to empty the tank. And I just feel like consistently across the board, it's at a unique level right now.
Yeah, there is absolutely no quit in this team. This is, and I've been around a lot of talented players. I've been here a long time now, and this team, the one thing that's different is talent aside, this team has absolutely no quit. Heavyweight fight, yeah, that team wanted this game more than any other one on their schedule, and we understood the fight we were getting into, and we knew we were going to get their absolute best. At the end of the day, like I said, the way we, wins, losses throughout the game, but when it comes down to closing out the game, those last 3 possessions show the mentality of this team. We were down 1 point going in the fourth quarter. Our offense answered the bell. Our defense got a stop, and then 8-minute drive to close it. You can sum up the mentality of our team in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, you guys blitzed a lot anyway, but tonight it was a lot of blitzing. Was it a case of, Williams 108 yards, but most of that was just him running for his life? Was that the plan, basically? If they're going to beat you, it's going to be on his feet rather than throwing the ball?
Yeah, pressure over coverage, baby. I love Chins. We're always going to be on the attack. We're not going to, you see a lot of teams that want to do the exact opposite and drop 8. And, truthfully, we got pass rushers that we could probably drop 8 and we could still get pressure on the quarterback. That's how much belief I got in our guys. But we are always going to be on the attack. It won't work out for us every single time, but there's something to be said about getting after a quarterback and putting the pressure on them to make quick decisions over the course of the game. And yeah, I love the way Chins calls plays and hope he continues to do it that way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.